Alrighty, Steeler Nation. G'day, Steeler Nation Australia. Welcome back to another video. Today, guys, we are doing an all 53-man roster final prediction. I did one 2 months ago, and I want to give a quick shout out to Tina Williams, who made a comment the other day and said, "Why did you put Benny Snell in and not Jalen Warren?" And it made me think about it. I haven't done a final, 53-man prediction. So let me play this video. We're going to talk about our final 53-man prediction. Let me pause this and say hello. Okay, let me premise the fact right now. Do you guys remember that? You remember Dave Chappelle, the skit that he did, like back when when he's allowed to be funny? Dave Chappelle had a skit back in the day. He was, note the time, here I am, Dave Chappelle in a window, note the time, 2 p.m., here I am, Dave Chappelle in the window, all right? Note the time, guys. It is 1:22 p.m., 28th of August. I'm doing it here, okay, right now, because it's going to be a crazy few days, and I don't know when the Steelers are going to announce the 53-man roster and then the practice squad. So note the time, 28th of August, 1:22 p.m. is when I'm recording. Let's talk about the all 53-man roster. And it's changed quite a bit. I did say, I think from memory in the past, I had Chris Oladokun. I have Trubisky, Pickett, and Mason Rudolph, right? Now, also in the background, it's a quite nice image. Let me change that. I forgot. I forgot I had that. That's amazing. Sometimes I don't even think what I'm doing. All right. All 53-man roster. Mitchell Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph. I do think these three fellas make the team. Now, there is a chance that Mason Rudolph might be traded. The Pittsburgh Steelers are apparently thinking about trading Rudolph. So that could happen, right? I don't know if that's going to happen, but it could happen, okay? So we have Trubisky there, Kenny Pickett, and Mason Rudolph are my three. Let's go next. We have the running back situation. Now, we won't talk about what they're doing with the team. We talk about that a lot, right? We're just going to note the time and talk about the players who are going to make it. I think Najee Harris makes it. I think Jalen Warren makes it. I think Anthony McFarland and Derek Watt make the team. However, the big elephant in the room is Benny Snell. Will Benny Snell make this football team? I kind of hope not, but I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will put Benny Snell in there just to be in there. And Derek Watt is another player that I don't want to make the team because I don't know what he does for the Steelers. He never plays in the offense. Derek Watt has not played in this offense in 2 preseason games. Will we even see him tomorrow playing versus the Lions? I don't know. Those are my 4 running backs to make the team. I want Najee Harris, of course, and I want Jalen Warren, and I like what McFarland is doing. Goodbye, Benny Snell, and maybe goodbye, Derek Watt. All right, next. Receiver-wise, Claypool, Deontay, George Pickens, of course, those 3 for sure. Calvin Austin is injured right now, and I don't know if he's going to play the Lions game, right? So at the time of recording before the Lions, I don't know if he's going to play in the Lions game. However, he's injured. Will he make this team being injured? I hope he does. The last 2 spots, I think the Steelers go with 6 receivers. I believe they choose. Now, this is crazy, right? There is no Ashesky. There's no Ashesky. I get a feeling the Steelers are going to go with Steven Sims. They like what he's done in camp. They like what he's done in the 2 preseason games. He had a big play, reverse, and a big punt return. You could use him at special teams, returning kicks at the punt. You could also use McFarland on kick returns. You could use Calvin Austin returning the football in the punts. I don't think Gunner has maybe done enough to make the team. But what do I know? I could be so wrong. I kind of want to see Miles Boykin make it. And I kind of want to see Steven Sims make it just because I like those 2 players. I really do. I like those 2 guys. Let's move into the offense, right? Next, let's move into the offense. So my bad. We have Freiermuth, Gentry, and Connor Hayward. I love what Connor Hayward can do in this offense. I do believe that Connor Hayward can be a fullback as well. And maybe even to a certain degree, he can play a bit of halfback. But we know it's going to be the Najee show. Those are my 3 tight ends, Muth, Gentry, and Connor Hayward. Now, I'm talking about next is the offensive line. I have on the roster here 9. I believe that Moore Jr. will play left tackle. Dotson will be left guard. We have James Daniels on the right guard. We have Mason Cole being the center. And the other guys, and Chooks at the right tackle, the other guys are going to be backup. I still believe Kendrick Green will be in there somewhere, right? And we have Joe Haig. J.C. Hassenauer is like a backup center as well. So you might have Green in there to play guard or just the rotation or, just backup, right? And I think they'll go with Haig and John LeGlue. However, this is my weakest area. The most I know about the O-line right now is the O-line is struggling and they need to get better. But I got to choose someone, so I choose these 9 people. Let's go next. I think we have the defense next. Right. So we have the defensive line. So we have Cameron Hayward, Laurie Ogunjobi, Tyson Alualu, Loudon Milk, Wormley, and Demarcus Leal. Wait, that's not Demarcus Leal. I'm confusing too. DeMarvin Leal, right? And Montravius Adams. Sorry about that. I'm confusing 2 players. So you got Hayward, you got Alualu, you have Ogunjobi, those 3 blokes. And I got a feeling too they'll retain. I don't want to see them get rid of Adams, nor do I want to see them get rid of Leal. So I think they'll keep both of those blokes along with Loudermilk and Chris Wormley for depth. Let's go forward. I think it's the linebackers next. This is the most intriguing part to me in the all 53. Who do we have outside TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Derek Zutska, and Hamikal Rashid Jr.? 2 blokes that I don't know, there's not much depth behind the all-star players being TJ Watt and Highsmith. Now, like I said, this has been recorded before the Lions game, and I will probably release it after the Lions game, so I could be so wrong. But I think they're going to go with 4 outside linebackers, TJ Watt, Highsmith, the superstars, and then maybe some depth. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers go out there and find a free agent or via a trade, pick someone up to provide more depth at outside linebacker. I believe that's one of our weaknesses in this defense. Now, middle linebacker. Let me see. We have Myles Jack, Devin Bush, Robert Spillane, Buddy Johnson, and Mark Robinson. I got a feeling as well that the Pittsburgh Steelers, as much as Devin Bush doesn't want to be there right now, is not playing hard-nosed Steeler football. I still think he makes the roster. I believe Myles Jack and Devin Bush start. Robert Spillane, I think, does a bit of backup. I think Buddy Johnson can play on special teams. And I think they don't want to lose a guy like Mark Robinson. If you put him on the practice squad, he will say, see you later. And a team's going to pick him up and put him on the 53. So I believe they go with middle linebacker with those 5 positions. I don't think they get rid of Buddy, nor do they get rid of Spillane. And I think the 2 stars are Jack and Bush. And Robinson, he's there because you don't want to put him on the practice squad. Okay. I believe I have the cornerbacks coming up next. Let me see. Cornerbacks. We have Witherspoon, Wallace, Sutton, Arthur Millette, Trey Norwood, right? I believe that Witherspoon will start alongside Wallace. And I think Cameron Sutton might play in the slot. But this could be another piece where it's rotation, depending who they're versing, depending what receivers are coming up. I like what Millette can do in some aspects. But my biggest player out of these 5 is the emergence of Trey Norwood. I really love what Trey Norwood is doing, and I believe he makes a roster. There's no way they cut him. If they cut him, I will be shocked. If they cut Trey Norwood, like some other channels out there that chat about the Steelers that reckon they're going to cut Trey Norwood, you're crazy. He's a fantastic player. Yes, he's round 7, and yes, he's like down the depth chart. The way the Steelers are going to use him will be so cool to watch alongside Kazi, next to Minka, near Edmonds. Edmonds coming to the box, right? I believe Trey Norwood is going to be a cornerback / safety, and he's going to be used in this defense a lot. Which brings me to the safeties. All right, let me see the safeties. Come on. We got Minka Fitzpatrick, Terrell Edmonds, Killebrew, and Kazi. Also, another guy, I will be very shocked if they cut DeMonte Kazi. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. There was reports out there during the training camp they're using more, 3-man safeties, Minka, Terrell, and another guy like Kazi or Trey Norwood in the mix where, Kazi can drop back, Terrell Edmonds can come forward and, play that middle linebacker role when they're playing only one middle linebacker with Myles Jack. I like that idea. Now, Killebrew is a special team ace. There's no way they're cutting him. And I don't think they cut Kazi. If they cut Kazi, something is up. There's no way. There's absolutely no way they cut Kazi. That's my guarantee. My guarantee for the whole 53 is if they cut Kazi, I am just in shock. I'm in shock. All right, so we have the last 3 players, our special teams guys. That should round out to be 25 on offense and 25 on defense. All 53. We have Chris Boswell, Presley Harvin, and Christian Kuntz. All righty. And that's it. That's my all 53-man roster. Now, like I said, at the time I recorded it before the Lions game, and I'll probably release this after the Lions game. So if you enjoy the content, hit that like, hit that sub. Man, Thank you everyone for saying hello, and I really do enjoy this. I enjoy talking Steelers football, so hopefully you enjoy my content. If you enjoy my content, please hit that sub, man. It means a lot. All right, guys, thank you for checking out Steelers Australia. I will see you later.